So, this is prototype 2 that my teammate and I, let me just get his name really fast because I'm really bad with new faces, Brennan and I made. It is a very, very large level, as you were probably accustomed to seeing from me. Just jumping right into it. We have all sorts of spotlights, each one with its own unique property. Blue shrinks you, green makes you grow, pink teleports, yellow is a checkpoint, orange, if you give it a moment, puts you back to normal. So, you're probably wondering what red does. I'll show it off in this room. As you can see, there's a doorway over there, and we want to get in there, but kills us every time. So, in order to get through there, well, if we get really big, we can just jump over the lights, right? So we'll just bounce right over them. Oh, but now we can't get into the next room. So, may as well just go back. Oh, but up there, we have a whole bunch of things. So we can just climb up all these stairs. And now we are small. With this, we can go up here and we can enter. And once we're through there, we have our next room with a giant set of stairs going up. So naturally, our character can't jump that high. This is max height. It's not going to cut it. So we need to get really big. And yes, we do have a set stopping point for height and shrinking. Or growing and shrinking, I should say. And then the gimmick with ours is if you're in the dark too long, you will have your meter deplete, and once it's fully gone, you will be sent back to the last checkpoint. Now, we're going to cheat a little, just get small enough to go in. Because once you're really small, you start having like problems with your speed. But touch the checkpoint and just dive right in. So here we are at our next little section. It looks like, oh, a hole. Where does it go? Into here. Now, you may see that I'm sort of cheesing it a bit by just getting a bit small so I retain our speed. But this room will not deal with that. It knows if you're cheating. The moment the red light comes, boom, back out. So you have to be optimal small. Or, if you're quick enough about it, you can sort of just run right after the red light. So next, we need to wait for the next red light so that we don't run into it and be killed. Alright. Then we have one more drop. And we're out of the vents, we're out of all of that. We can now run to the final goal. The last stop in this amazing journey. To the room of Junie Cortez, the Spy Kid's Spy Kid of the Month. So, with this, the Dancing Lights project, it wasn't so much we wanted the lights to move around a whole crazy amount, so much as it was we wanted the lights to affect how you move. So going into that, you may notice that, oh, hey, open up those light blueprints, and you'll see this. It's empty. Nothing. However, if I were to open this and show you our level blueprint, right here is just, spawn start. But then we get into these. Each one of these is a teleporter. So each little teleporter that I used was basically set up generally the same way. You have your first one that you're going to use to go somewhere. That way you aren't teleported back and forth. We just have one that starts it and the other where you end up. It'll take where you are, send you to the other, and then once you're there, you're just there. You can run back to the first one and teleport again, but not much of a point. Aside from that, we have the character blueprint, which most of it's normal, but you'll notice that the ones down here are a bit different. Each of these representing how our character works, how they're going to move, and how quickly they will move. And then, apart from that, we have the death update, which acts as part of our checkpoint system. Once you hit a certain spotlight, the yellow ones, then it's going to keep an eye on that location. If you die, then you are sent back to there. Well, die being, just hitting a red one, I guess. Apart from that, we have a system that goes through, makes sure that if you're hitting a spotlight that you are going to stay alive, because otherwise, once you run out, that meter's going to start dropping. We also had a little bit where we were trying to make the lights sort of move around, like just lean side to side. But we wound up messing with it a bit and wound up like going in circles, and we wound up liking that, so we just kept it that way, which is what you saw in the vents and a little bit in the stage. Apart from those, that's basically what we came up with. And I personally think it came out really nicely. It was a lot of fun to design, and I just really dug the idea of lights that change your attributes and having to keep in mind how you want to go through the level with that and coming up with solutions to the little problems. But apart from that, that's about it.